Next, we will discuss theorem 8.2. This theorem has four parts. So, first part, theorem 8.2a. Let X be a normed space and Y be a closed subspace of X. Then, X is a Banach space if and only if Y and the quotient space X by Y are Banach spaces in the induced norm and the quotient norm respectively. Okay, so proof of the first part. Assume that X is a Banach space. Okay, so we have to show that Y and X by Y are Banach spaces. Okay, now given that Y is closed subspace of the Banach space. Okay, so and X is a Banach space and Y is a closed subspace of Banach space, then we have by a note that Y is also Banach space. Okay, what is that result? A subspace Y of a Banach space X is a Banach space if and only if Y is closed in X. So by using that result, we can say that Y is a Banach space. Okay, so here we have only to show that X by Y is a Banach space. Okay, so for this, consider a sequence xn plus y in this quotient space X by Y such that summation n varies from 1 to infinity triple norm xn plus y, which is less than infinity. Okay, so that means this series summation n varies from 1 to infinity xn plus y is absolutely summable. Okay, now since triple norm xn plus y by definition infimum of set of all norm xn plus y such that y belongs to y. Okay, so this is the triple norm xn plus y is the infimum of the set. Okay, so the number, so we add 1 by n square with this norm. Okay, then this number is not a lower bound of the above set. Okay, actually triple norm xn plus y is a lower bound. Okay, and not only just a lower bound, but it is a greatest lower bound. Okay, so if we add some positive quantity here plus 1 by n square, then this number is not a lower bound of this set. Okay, then there exists some yn in y such that norm xn plus yn, which is less than triple norm xn plus y plus 1 by n square. Okay, so this implies summation n varies from 1 to infinity norm xn plus yn, which is less than infinity. Why this? If we take summation on both sides of this, then already we know this is less than infinity. Okay, so and this is also converges both, so this means this is also converges. Then we can write summation n varies from 1 to infinity xn plus yn equal to s. Why? Because summation n varies from 1 to infinity xn plus yn is summable. Why this series is summable? Because we have this, that is summation n varies from 1 to infinity norm xn plus yn less than infinity. This means this series, that is summation n varies from 1 to infinity xn plus yn, is absolutely summable. Okay, and also we have X is Banach space. Then our previous result 8.1, okay, which says that a normed space X is a Banach space if and only if every absolutely summable series of elements in X is summable in X. So we have this is an absolutely summable series in X and X is Banach space, and so this series is summable. That's why we are writing summation n varies from 1 to infinity xn plus yn equal to s. Okay, now for m equal to 1 2 3 etc., we have triple norm summation n varies from 1 to m xn plus y minus s plus y. This is equal to by definition infimum of this set. Norm of summation n varies from 1 to m xn plus yn minus s plus y, where y belongs to capital Y. So this is less than or equal to norm of summation n varies from 1 to m xn plus yn minus s. Here we take y equal to 0. Okay, so from this we have, if we substitute the values of m varies from 1 2 3 etc., then this term vanishes, this goes to 0. Okay, so that is summation n varies from 1 to infinity xn plus yn minus s. What is s? This one. So this means this is 0. Okay, so if we let m equal to 1 2 3 etc., then what happened? This goes to 0. Okay, so that means we have this summation n, triple norm of summation n varies from 1 to m xn plus y converges to s plus y. Okay, so since this converges to s plus y in x by y, then this that means this is absolutely summable. Okay, then, and also given that x by y is a Banach space, so we have summation n varies from 1 to infinity xn plus y equal to s plus y, which belongs to x by y. Okay, so here we have shown that a very absolutely summable series of elements of x by y is summable in x by y. Okay, so by previous theorem we have this x by y is a Banach space. Okay, now conversely assume that y and x by y are Banach spaces. Okay, then we have to show that x is a Banach space. Okay, so for this we take a Cauchy sequence xn in x. Okay, then for n and m in n, triple norm of xn plus y minus xm plus y, which is equal to triple norm of xn minus xm plus y. Okay, now by definition this is equal to infimum of the set of all norm of xn minus xm plus y such that y belongs to y. Okay, so this is less than or equal to norm xn minus xm, where here we have taken y equal to 0. Okay, which is an element of capital Y. So which is less than or equal to norm xn minus xm. Okay, that is xn plus y is a Cauchy sequence in x by y. Okay, since we have taken sequence xn is Cauchy, so which is okay less than epsilon, so we have this less than epsilon. That means this xn plus y is a Cauchy sequence in x by y. Okay, now let xn plus y converges to x plus y in x by y. Why? This is a Cauchy sequence in x by y, and this x by y is a Banach space, our assumption. So every Cauchy sequence converges in x by y. So let xn plus y converges to x plus y in x by y. Okay, then by theorem 5.2b, there is a sequence yn in y such that xn plus yn converges to x in x. This is our equation number 1. Now norm yn minus ym, which is equal to, we have yn and ym here, and we add xn, then subtract xn, and here minus x and plus x. Okay, here xm minus xm. So norm yn minus ym can be written like this, then which is less than or equal to, we divide this norm like this, that is norm yn plus xn minus x, this term, plus norm xn minus xm, this one, plus xm plus ym minus x, this one, xm minus ym plus x, we take minus outside, then we have xm plus ym minus x. Okay, now we have xn plus yn converges to x, that means norm of xn plus yn minus x, which is less than some positive quantity, we take that positive quantity as epsilon by 3. So we have here, this is epsilon by 3, this is also epsilon by 3, and we have sequence xn is Cauchy Okay, so we take this as also as epsilon by 3. So epsilon by 3 plus epsilon by 3 plus epsilon by 3, that is equal to epsilon. So this is less than epsilon. Okay, so this means, so we have norm yn minus ym less than epsilon. This means the sequence yn is Cauchy in y. Okay, and also we have assumed that y is a Banach space. Okay, so this Cauchy sequence converges to some limit. So we say the limit as y. So that is yn converges to y in y. Okay, this is our equation number 2. So we have from equation 1 and 2 this xn plus yn minus yn, which converges to, in equation number 1 we have xn plus yn converges to x. So for this we have x, and from 2 yn converges to y. So we have x minus y, which is in x. Okay, so this means xn converges to x minus y in x. Okay, so we have taken xn as a Cauchy sequence in x and shown that this Cauchy sequence is convergent in x. Okay, so this shows that x is a Banach space. Okay, so this completes the proof of the first part. Now second part of theorem 8.2. Let x1, x2, etc. xm be normed spaces and x is equal to x1 into x2 into etc. into xm. Okay, then x1, etc. xm are all Banach spaces if and only if x is a Banach space in one of the norms, norm p, given in 5.2c. Okay, so given these x1, x2, etc. xm are normed spaces. Okay, and x is defined as like this product of these normed spaces, x1 cross x2 cross etc. cross m xm. Okay, then these normed spaces are all Banach spaces if and only if this x, this product x is a Banach space in one of the norms, norm p, which is defined in 5.2c. Okay, so proof of this theorem 8.2b. Let x1, x2, etc. xm be Banach spaces. Okay, now let a sequence xn be a Cauchy sequence in this x, that is x is equal to x1 cross x2 cross etc. xm. Okay, here we have assumed that this x1, x2, etc. xm be Banach spaces. Then we have to show that this product of this Banach spaces is also Banach space. Okay, for this we have taken a sequence which is Cauchy in x. Okay, now we want to show that this Cauchy sequence is convergent. Okay, so then sequence xn of j is Cauchy sequence in xj for each j. Now since xj is a Banach space, so let xn of j converges to x of j in xj for each j. Okay, this is our assumption. Each xj is Banach space and this xn of j is a Cauchy sequence in xj, so which converges to some limit, say x of j in xj for each j. Okay, then by theorem 5.2c, xn converges to x in x, where x is equal to x of 1 etc., x of j etc., x of m. Okay, so this means x is equal to x1 cross x2 cross etc. xm is a Banach space. Okay, this belongs to x, and we have taken this sequence xn as a Cauchy sequence in this capital X, that is the product of this Banach spaces, and shown that that sequence converges to x in x. So this means x is a Banach space. Now conversely assume that this product, that is x is equal to x1 cross etc xm, is a Banach space. Okay, now fix j where j varies from 1 to m. Now let xn of j is Cauchy sequence in xj, and let xn equal to this one, that is 0 0 0 xn of j 0 0, so which belongs to x. Okay, then clearly xn is also Cauchy in x. Okay, now since x is Banach space, so this Cauchy sequence converges to some x in x. Okay, then by theorem 5.2c, xn of j converges to x of j in xj. Okay, that means xj is a Banach space. Okay, so this completes the proof of theorem 8.2b. Okay, next C part of theorem 8.2. Let x and y be normed spaces and x not equal to singleton 0, then BL of xy, that is set of all bounded linear operator from x to y, is a Banach space in the operator norm if and only if y is a Banach space. Okay, so proof of theorem 8.2c. First we assume that y is a Banach space. Okay, so in order to show that BL of xy is a Banach space, consider a Cauchy sequence Fn in this BLXY. Okay, now let epsilon greater than 0 be given. For each x belongs to x, norm of Fn of x minus Fm of x, which is equal to norm Fn minus Fm of x, which is less than or equal to norm Fn minus Fm into norm x, which is less than epsilon into norm x, since Fn is Cauchy. Okay, here we have assumed that Fn is a Cauchy sequence, so norm Fn minus Fm, which is less than epsilon. Okay, so this shows that this sequence Fnx is a Cauchy sequence in y for each x belongs to x. Okay, now let Fn of x converges to f of x in y for each x belongs to x. Why? Here Fn of x is a Cauchy sequence in y, and we have assumed that y is a Banach space, so this sequence converges to some f of x. Okay, so Fn of x converges to f of x in y for each x belongs to x. Then f of x1 plus x2, which is equal to limit n tending to infinity Fn of x1 plus x2. Here we have Fn of x converges to f of x, so f of x1 plus x2 equal to limit n tending to infinity Fn of x1 plus x2. Okay, so this is equal to limit n tending to infinity Fn of x1 plus Fn of x2, or we can say that limit n tending to infinity Fn of x1 plus limit n tending to infinity Fn of x2. Okay, that is equal to f of x1 plus f of x2. Similarly, we can show that f of kx is equal to k into f of x. So this means f is linear. Okay, now if we let m tending to infinity in our equation number 1, okay, then norm Fn of x minus f of x, which is less than epsilon into norm x for all x belongs to x. Okay, what was the equation number 1? Equation number 1 was norm Fn of x minus Fm of x, which is less than epsilon into norm x So if we let m tending to infinity, so this goes to f of x. So norm fn of x minus f of x, which is less than epsilon into norm x. This is for all x belongs to x. Okay, that is norm fn minus f of x, which is less than epsilon into norm x. Okay, so this shows that fn minus f belongs to bl of xy, and also norm fn minus f converges to 0 as n tending to infinity. Okay, now since fn and fn minus f in bl of xy, we have fn minus of fn minus f, which belongs to bl of xy, or f belongs to blxy, and sequence fn converges to f in blxy. Okay, so that is bl of xy is a Banach space. Okay, now conversely, let x not equal to 0 and bl of xy be a Banach space. Okay, now since x not equal to singleton 0, by theorem 7.10a, there exists some a belongs to x such that a not equal to 0, f of a equal to norm a, and norm f equal to 1. Okay, now consider a Cauchy sequence yn in y. Okay, we want to show that y is a Banach space. For this, we have taken yn as Cauchy sequence in y. Okay, now we want to show that yn is convergent in y. Okay, now define fn from x to y by fn of x is equal to f of x into yn for all n. This is our equation number 2. Now we will claim that fn is linear. So fn of x1 plus x2, this is equal to, by definition, f of x1 plus x2 into yn. Okay, so that is equal to f of x1 yn plus f of x2 yn. Okay, so that is equal to fn of x1 plus fn of x2. Okay, also fn of kx is equal to, by definition, f of kx into yn, that is equal to k into f of x into yn, that is equal to k into fn of x. So fn is linear. Now we show that fn is bounded or continuous. Okay, so norm fn of x, which is equal to, by definition, norm f of x into yn. So which is less than or equal to norm f into norm x into norm yn. Okay, so we can split this as this is equal to mod f of x into norm yn, and again we can split which is less than or equal to norm f into norm x into norm yn, since f belongs to x dash. Okay, so this is equal to norm x into norm yn, since norm f equal to 1. So therefore fn belongs to bl of xy. This is for all n. Okay, now norm fn minus fm, which is equal to supremum of the set of all norm fn minus fm of x such that x belongs to x with norm x less than or equal to 1. So this is the definition of operator norm. Okay, so this is equal to supremum of the set norm fn of x minus fm of x such that x belongs to x, norm x less than or equal to 1. So which is equal to supremum of the set of all norm f of x into yn minus f of x into ym. Okay, this is the definition of this fn of x. So this is with x belongs to x and norm x less than or equal to 1. So this is equal to supremum of mod f of x into norm yn minus ym such that x belongs to x and norm x less than or equal to 1. So this is equal to norm yn minus ym into norm f. Okay, so this is equal to norm yn minus ym for all n belongs to n, and here norm f equal to 1. Okay, so this shows that sequence fn is Cauchy in bl of xy. Okay, since sequence yn is Cauchy in y. Okay, and so fn is Cauchy in bl of xy, and this blxy is Banach space, so this Cauchy sequence convergent in blxy. Okay, so we let fn converges to f in blxy. Okay, now equation number 2 implies fn of a equal to f of a into yn. Okay, so this implies yn equal to fn of a divided by f of a, that is equal to fn of a divided by norm a, which converges to f of a divided by norm a as n tending to infinity. That is yn converges to f of a divided by norm a, which belongs to y. Okay, so that means our sequence, this is a Cauchy sequence which converges to f of a divided by norm a in y. Okay, so that means y is a Banach space. Okay, now next d part of theorem 8.2, the dual x dash of every normed space x is Banach space. Okay, so proof of theorem 8.2 d, let x be a normed space, then x dash is equal to bl of xk is a Banach space. Okay, why? Since k is a Banach space. Okay, and x be a normed space, k is a Banach space, then our x dash is equal to bl of xk, which is also a Banach space. This is by our c part. Okay, so x dash is a Banach space, the dual x dash of every normed space x is a Banach space. So this completes the proof of theorem 8.2. Okay, thanks.